Welcome to Midwest Whitetail. Today is December 26th and I'm out on my uncle's farm this evening. I got Jason with me filming and we're set up tonight in a redneck blind and we're kind of on a food plot, but it's a clover plot, but behind us is a corn field, so we're not anticipating this late in the year the corn or the clover plot being a good food source, but we're basically trying to catch them as they move from some bedding areas into that cornfield. So this is a nice area because we got some nice clear lanes to shoot, also some potential close encounters. I did bring my bow with me. I still have a few bow tags as well as just a general statewide bow tag to use. So tonight we may see a few different bucks. There's a buck we call the piebald buck, and then a buck we call Diesel that's living around this general area, and I also have my muzzleloader here. And so plan is to hopefully wait on one of those bucks to show. If not, towards that last half hour I'm going to be shooting a doe with either the muzzleloader or the bow, depending where the does are at. So should be a fun hunt regardless. I've already seen one little 6-point mosey through, but still have another hour and 15 left to light here. So usually that last hour gets pretty good late season, so hopefully we see some good action tonight. Maybe a year and a half old. It's not really have any direction. Wandering around. He's not looking that. Looks like he's looking to the left. Oh, he's not that nervous. I get a fetal position. That looked like a fawn to you, the first one. Yeah. One that just hit the plot. So still in 2 fawns. Yeah. Great one to shoot early. So quiet though, they're probably gonna have to get within 30. I'd shoot any one of them if I was you. Yeah, when they get in range, as long as I know they're not a button buck, I'll shoot whatever. We just got one doe down with the bow. It was kind of the perfect scenario we were envisioning. We were hoping to have a doe come out early and shoot it with the bow, and hopefully that wouldn't disturb much for the rest of the movement in the night, and sure enough that happened. But it was pretty intense there for a while. It's a dead calm night. I mean there's probably maybe 3 mile-an-hour winds right now, and so just every little noise, the deer is looking up and alert, and that doe was in the plot for maybe a good 10 to 15 minutes before it got into range. And actually when I first drew that deer, I don't know if it saw us or something else, but it twirled and got out of there right when I drew. But lucky enough, once it stopped moving, it actually came right back to where it was at, which is pretty rare this time of year for a deer to calm down and come back through. So once she did that, I was able to put a shot at. We looked at the footage and she ducked the arrow probably about a good 8 inches or more, and then it hit the top of the spine, but I think we clipped an artery or the lung because she died soon after she flopped over. So pretty good start to the night. We just need, at this point, any more doe, we're going to be shooting it with the muzzleloader. But awesome little brief encounter there. It got pretty intense with just being so quiet and kind of on pins and needles with our movement, but she's down, and hopefully we got some more deer coming through here before into light. Right, wait till she gets in the pod, but I'll shoot her. Are you good? It's a doe. I think that's a doe. Small buck behind it. If she's the same size as a small buck, I could say she's a doe. She doesn't look any smaller than him to me. Well, we found our first doe here. The shot was high, but based on the amount of blood here, it looks like we were able to hit an artery and put it into her pretty quick. So we got one doe down. We knew we were going to find this one. She only went about a yard off the plot, and the other one looked like it crashed about 100 yards. So got one doe down, and we're going to go look for the other one. Alright, well, we found doe number 2. Like I said, I saw her go about 100 yards and fall over. Looks like a good, probably double lung shot here. So, just like I said before, it was just an awesome, really fun hunt. Got some does down. It's helpful for managing this farm, and we're gonna drag her out here and get both of them cleaned up. But just a great overall hunt. Always fun to get a double kill with the does. So now the fun part starts.
Welcome to Midwest Whitetail. It's Friday, January 1st, day number 18. Happy New Year to everybody. Back on my farm again tonight in the redneck blind. Set up on the food plot. I wasn't in the blind more than 5 minutes. Didn't even have the window open yet, and started to have some does and fawns come out into the food here. Still hunting this late season weather. We got a little bit more snow this morning, and then it changed over to some freezing rain and some rain here. So it's kind of a mess out there right now. But deer are obviously up on their feet and coming to the food pretty early, which is a good sign. I hunted here on Wednesday, and I just had one deer come out. Looked like a mature buck, but not anything that I was interested in shooting. It's after 3 o'clock now, so we're down to less than 2 hours left. Most of the deer that came out into the plot, does and fawns, kind of worked off into the center section of standing corn. So I'll try to sneak in an interview here quick before hopefully some more action picks up. Wrapping up the hunt here just after dark. What a fun hunt that was. Probably saw at least a dozen, maybe upwards of 15 deer. A lot of does and fawns came out to the food plot, and then a few bucks showed up about 4 o'clock. The first one that came out with that broken G3, that's a buck I've got quite a few pictures of. Nice looking deer. Like to see what he turns into the next year or two. And then the second one, I think that's the same buck that was here on Wednesday. And again, looks like a mature deer, just nothing I'm interested in shooting. So looks like we're gonna have some pretty good late season conditions continue for the next few days. Try to make it back out during this first late firearm season, and then we've still got a couple weeks left of the year, a couple weeks left of the season. So plan to get back out. Thanks for watching Midwest Whitetail, the Heartland.